Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadilakshym Yekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyananda, we welcome all the prince and princess in training of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, our most beloved Swamiji, and we welcome all the viewers of the Nithyananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live and the Enlighten app for the series of sessions on Samrajyalakshmi Peethika. We also welcome all the registered students of the Nithyananda Hindu University for the series of sessions on Samrajyalakshmi Peethika. The Agamic scripture revealed by Paramashiva himself in the Akasha Bhairava Tantra, wherein Paramashiva explains how by the grace of Samrajyalakshmi Devi and how by the worship of Samrajyalakshmi Devi a kingdom is caused, a kingdom happens and a kingdom flourishes and all its subjects prosper. This is literally an emperor's manual. With the grace and blessings of His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Swamiji, we'll now enter into the shlokas of the 10th chapter, Dashama Patala of the Samrajyalakshmi Peethika. This 10th chapter is about the Samrajyalakshmi Mahapuja Nimittotpata Swarupa Kathanam. That is, the explanation, the descriptions of the omens which trigger the cause for the Samrajyalakshmi Devi's Mahapuja to be done. So the omens, the utpatas which notify about the auspiciousness and the inauspiciousness is called the utpata. Here in this chapter Paramashiva has been listing down the utpatas, ashubha suchakas, because whenever it is a good omen, there is nothing need to be done. You can just enjoy, sit back and enjoy. But if it is a bad omen, then we need to remove the cause for, or we need to stop the impending inauspicious incident that is going to happen. And Paramashiva has been explaining compassionately about the utpatas. So, till the 16th shloka we saw yesterday, Yada Yada Chaturdikshu Pratisuryasya Darshanam Chandrasya Vatha Suryasya Pariveshatrayam Yada. Then the 17th shloka, Yada Meghe Vidyutam Va Darshanam Tadadarshanam. Till that we have seen. Next is Meghe Anagnau Tada Tatha Dhuma Darshanam Gagane Yada. The 18th shloka is Gandharva Nagarasyapi Darshanam Bahudha Priye. Gandharva Nagara. Gandharva Nagara means the Nagara, the cities of the Gandharva who live in the very different plane are being seen. This is literally explained in the way Anishta Suchake Akashothite means Anishta Suchakam. The bad omens are shown by, this is one of the bad omens, seeing the Gandharva Nagara on the sky. Gandharva Nagara is an imaginary, or it looks like a city, etc. Anishta Suchakam. Anishta means that which is not non-favorable. Anishta. Suchakam means hinting. Anishta Suchakam, hinting of the inauspicious incidents. Akashothite, in that appears in the Akasha, in the sky. For example, it has been explained in some other scripture, Gandharvapuram Masat Rasavaikrityam Hiranya Vikritischa. If the Gandharvapuram, if the Gandharva Nagara is seen within a month's time, Rasavaikrityam, the rasas, the rasa means no. Rasa is taste or the essence of things. Whenever rasa vikriti means the produce, the agricultural, what you call, the crops, whatever they produce, their shakti, their nutrients will get down, will be lost. Hiranya vikritischa. Hiranya is gold, gold will be lost. This is an omen. So, Gandharva Nagarasyapi Darshanam Bahudha Priye. If the Gandharva Nagarasya Darshanam, Darshanam means sight, not seeing. Darshanam is sight. Bahudha. Bahudha means repeatedly. Priye, oh dear. Here Paramashiva calls Devi Parvati, oh Priye. Next is Ashma Srik Pamsu Varshani. Ashma. Yesterday we asked you to find out the word, the meaning of the word Ashma. And also I told there is a ritual called Ashmarohanam. Where is the Ashmarohanam comes? Where does the... This is Ashma. Don't say this again. Ashmarohanam is a ritual. Where does it come? Ashmarohanam. No. Ashma means stone. Ashma means stone. Arohanam means, what does the word Arohanam mean? Huh? No. Climbing up. Arohanam. Dvajarohanam. No, Arohanam means climbing. Yeah, it climbs up the Dvaja, flag, Dvaja Pataka climbs up the flagpole, Dvaja Stambha. So, Ashmarohanam is a climbing up on the stone, standing on the stone is a ritual which happens in the Udvaha Karma. Udvaha is Vivaha. In the Vaidika Vivaham, in the Vedic marriage, Ashmarohanam is a ritual. The mantra which comes there is Atishtevam Ashmanam Ashmevattam Sthiro Bhava Abhitishta Pratanyataha Sahasva Pratanayataha is the mantra which will be chanted during the Ashmarohanam. The same Ashmarohanam is also there during Upanayanam. During the Upanayanam, the father or the person who initiates the brahmachari into the Gayatri administers the rules of spiritual life to the brahmachari. In the vivaha, in the marriage, the husband administers the spiritual rules to be adhered by the wife. So in the Upanayanam, brahmachari does the Ashmarohanam. The same brahmachari, when he gets married, he makes his wife or the bride do the Ashmarohanam. The same mantra also is used during the The same mantra is also used during the Laja Homa. After the Laja Homa, there is a series of ahuti that needs to be offered. At that time, the same Atishtema Mashvarnam, Ashmevatvam Sthiro Bhava mantra will be used for the Homa. So that was contextual. So, Ashma, stone. Sirk means, what is Sirk? That is Sruk. That is Sruk. This is Sirk. Sirk, the word comes from the dhatu Srij. Srij means Srij to Srij. Srijane. Srishti. Srij. Srishtau. Means in the context of, in the meaning of creation, the word Srk is used. Ashma Srk means created by the stone. Pamsu. Pamsu means dust. So, the dust created by the stones. What is the dust created by the stone? What is stone dust? It is sand or all the, whatever we call as soil, or nothing but soil, mud, sand or broken particles of rock. So, Ashmasrik Pamsu Varshani. Varsha means rain. Ashmasrik Pamsu Varshani means Manmari. Rain of sand. Rain of sand or rain of mud. It is called. Yeah, kind of a sandstorm. You say it will happen only in desert. So that is why I said mud storm. This is called Manmari in Tamil. Mari means rain. Man is soil. Manmari. Because stone dust happens where? Where only in the quarry, or where you chisel the stones for making the idols or deities. So, it cannot happen always. So, you know the reason. There is a quarry, there is a stone smithy. So, naturally you will have the, if at all there is a wind, then you will have the dust blown off. But here it refers to the Manmari, where because of severe wind, it is dry. Only if it is dry, the mud will be carried. Because of severe wind, the mud is carried, the soil particles are carried in the wind, and they are showered as rain. If it is continuously happening for quite a long time, maybe like if it happens for a minute or two, you will say only it is just wind. If it happens for quite a long time, then you call it Manmari. Ashma Asrik Pamsu Varshani. Sambhavanti. See, Paramashiva tells when these happen, Bahudha, repeatedly when these happen. Sambhavanti. Ashma Asrik Pamsu Varshani. Sambhavanti happens when these happens. Yada yada, whenever. Yada means when, yada means again when. So whenever this happens. Next, Gandharvagana Shravanam. Gandharvaganam. How do you sing? Listen. What is meant by Gandharvaganam? Huh? Group of Gandharvas. Who sees Gandharvas? You see. Yes, Maharaj. Who sees Gandharvas? Nobody sees. Are you able to see Devas? Yakshas? No. So, Gandharvas will not be seen. Their Gana, their songs will be heard. So, if you hear songs without anybody creating it, then it is Gandharvagana. Where do you hear song? Song means like melodious melody, but you don't see where from it comes. Yeah. See, if there is a dog, it barks, you see it. So, somebody speaks, you see the person who speaks. You are able to trace the source of the sound. Something we will not, in a normal conditions, you will not be able to trace the source. What is it? It will be melodious. It is Kokilaganam. Only the singing of cuckoo. You cannot see it. You cannot identify it. It will be hiding in some corner and saying that is also called Gandharvagana. But that cannot be the Gandharvagana here, because in any place, any habitat of cuckoo, there will be Gandharvagana. During the spring season, you will have the cuckoos making sound. So, it is only the songs or music you hear from nowhere. When such thing happens, Gandharvagana Shravanam, whenever it happens, Varshancha Trinakashtayoho. Varsham means then rain. So, whenever rain happens in Trina is Trinamantaratah Kritva. Sita tells, sorry, Ramayana tells, Valmiki explains. You know what Trina means? 3 times? No. So, Ravana comes into the Ashokavana. No, if at all somebody knows the story, tell then. So Ravana comes into the Ashokavana and tries to convince Sita to marry with him in the Ashokavana in Sri Lanka. No, listen. She is so chaste, she wouldn't speak to him, but she has to reply. How would she reply? No. Exactly. Grass. Trinamantaratah Kritva. That is the word. She plucks the grass, a blade of grass, and throws just by the side and starts speaking, "Oh grass," and addressing, instead of telling Ravana, it means to, for her, Ravana is just a grass, and also she doesn't speak to him directly. So Trina means grass. Trina, not Trina. Trinam. What, Maharaj? Indirect speech. Next is Kashta. What is Kashtam? No. Kashtam. Kashtam means kattai. Kashtam, wood. So Trinakashtayoho, Trine Kashtecha, Trinam Kashtancha, Trinakashtam, Tayoho, Trinakashtayoho. In the grasses and in the wood, when rain happens, only there if rain happens. Yada bhavati deveshi. Whenever this happens, yada, whenever bhavati happens, deveshi, the Ishwari of all the devas, Deveshi Parvati, Pure Janapade Picha, Pure, in the city, Janapada in the Rashtra, in the country, or in the inhabited place where Jana, people live. Janapade Picha, Apicha, in these places, if these happen. In these places, what happens? Asakrit. Asakrit means? Maharaj, tell, what is Asakrit? No. No, you have to tell. Na sakrit, asakrit. That much I can tell you. Na sakrit, asakrit. Sakrit parayane sakridahutihi. What does it mean? No, Sakrit means once. Asakrit means many times. Not once, many times. Sakridahuti we say. One mantra, Sakridahuti. We say means it's one ahuti. Next, repeatedly, many times, if what happens when the rain happens? Also, Asakrit Shvetakakasya Darshanam. If a white crow is seen repeatedly, if white crow is seen many times, Kakamaithunam means if pair of crows are seen, or when two crows are seen mating. When such a phenomenon happens many times, is seen many times, yadava drishyate, whenever this happens, this Mahapuja of Samrajyalakshmi Devi should be done. Yadava drishyate bhitti patanam mantapasya. Bhitti means bhitti. Bhitti means wall. Bhitti means wall. So, bhitti patanam, whenever you see the wall of a mandapam, of a hall getting collapsed, falling down at that time, or yada chalam va api chalam, yada achalam va api chalam, chalam va apyachalam bhavet. Anything that should be stable, if it starts moving, if it becomes moving, and anything that should be moving becomes static. When the viparita, when the opposite things happen, tada taddosha shantyartham, at that time, tada taddosha shantyartham, for the shanti of the dosha. For the dosha, because when all these utpatas, what are these utpatas? All these omens, bad omens, give a dosha. When the moment you see itself, there is a dosha. What is dosha? Dosha is an adrishta that happens, the adrishta quality, the quality that cannot be seen but adhering to you or something, because of which it can give rise to some bad thing. I'll find out until maybe just a minute.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
There are so many meanings for the word dosha. Even the Vata Pitta Kapha are called dosha only. But the dhatu is, it is dush. Bhave karane bhavarthe ghanya. Sorry, you need not understand this. It is dosha means, like how you say dushta. Dushta means bad. The quality of badness, you can say dosha. For the shanti of the completion, shanti, removal, completion of the dosha. Mahapuja manishibhi.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda.
Manishibhi. Manishibhi means buddhimadbhi. People who are wise. Wise people are called manishi. Manisha asya astiti manishi. The people who can decisive, who can decide properly are called manishi. So manishibhi, by the wise people during all these times, for the shanti of these doshas, the Mahapuja of Samrajyalakshmi Devi should be done. Kartavya atra visheshena rajibhischa yatha vidhi. Can we please repeat? No. Kartavya cha visheshena Rajabhischa yatha vidhi. Vaktushrotuscha mantuscha drashturadeshtuhu yevacha upadeshtuscha sarvesham utpatanam samam phalam. Utpatanam samam phalam. Grihodhyanasthitotpataha Devatayatane sthitaha Gonivasasthitotpataha Tattat badhaka uchyate. Yena kena prakarena bahudhotpata darshane Rajnyah pida bhavedashu Rajavanyopi jayate. Mantri purohito vapi जायतेऽन्यो हिमाद्रिजे पुरे जनपदे कोशे वाहने च पुरोहिते पुत्रे चात्मनि भृत्ये च पुत्रे चात्मनि भृत्ये च भवेदुत्पातजं भयम् तस्माद्राज्ञा प्रजापालन उद्युक्तेन विशेषतः कर्तव्यैषा महापूजा भक्तियुक्तेन चेतसा साम्राज्यलक्ष्म्यास्तुष्ट्यर्थम् पुष्ट्यर्थं राष्ट्रवासिनां जनानां त्रिविधोत्पात जातभीति प्रशान्तये आयुरारोग्य सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेमाय विजयाय च इत्याकाश भैरवाख्ये महाशैव तंत्रे साम्राज्यलक्ष्मी पीठिकायां साम्राज्यलक्ष्मी महापूजा निमित्तोत्पात स्वरूपकथनम नाम दशमः पटलः सो कर्तव्या अत्र 22nd श्लोक कर्तव्या अत्र विशेषेण राजभिश्च यथा विधि. So whenever these things happen, whenever these utpatas happen, for the shanti of these doshas, Mahapuja should be done. Kartavya means should be done. Kartavya should be done. Atra, here, in these times, in these places, Visheshena, specially. Why does Paramashiva use the word specially? Because not necessarily for attaining the Rajya. He may not have any other specific desire to manifest the king. But still he has to, Visheshena, specially he has to do. Rajabhishcha, by the kings. Who should do these? Kings should do this puja. Yatha vidhi, vidhim anatikramya, as per these scriptural injunctions, the kings should do. Vaktuhu, Shrotuhu cha, Mantuhu cha, Drashturadeshtuhu cha, Drashturadeshtuhu yeva cha, Upadeshtuhu cha, Sarvesham Utpatanam Samam Phalam. So, the Utpata, because of the Utpata, who will get, see, something happens, all these signs happen. Somebody else sees in somebody, one normal peasant, farmer sees happening in a farm. Like we saw Bhumi's Putanam, the fissure happening because of some earthquake kind of a movement. When such things happen, who should do what? What will happen to the person who saw this, the person who heard this? All these, Paramashiva tells, Vaktuhu, the person who tells this information, Shrotuhu, the person who hears such a bad omen, hears about such a bad omen, Mantuhu, for the mantri, and for the mantri who gives advice, Drashtuhu, the person who sees these omens, Adeshtuhu, Adesha means the person who gives Adesha. Who is the person who gives Adesha? King. Adeshtuhu yevacha, also same way. Upadeshtuhu, Upadesha means who will give Upadesha? Guru only will give Upadesha. Rajaguru will give Upadesha. Upadeshtuhu cha, Sarvesham, for all these people. Sarvesham, Utpatanam, for all these people, the omens will give equally the same effect. Understand? It is inauspicious for the king as well as the inauspicious somebody if he hears as well. That is what is mentioned here. Vaktuhu, Shrotuhu cha, Mantushcha, Vaktush, Shrotushcha, Mantushcha, Drashtuhu, Adeshturevacha, Upadeshtuscha Sarvesham Utpatanam Samam Phalam, equal phalam, equal benefit. Benefit means equal, not benefit. Phalam means fruit, equal effect will happen in their life. Grihodhyana sthitotpataha, griha, house. Udyana means garden. Grihodhyana sthita, sthita utpataha, the utpatas that happen in the griha, in the house, the utpatas that happen in the garden. Udyana can also be taken into like garden. Sometimes, if at all, it's something will happen only in a vana, in a forest, means that at that time forest also can be taken into the word Udyana. Griha Udyana Sthitotpataha, the utpatas that happen in griha, the utpatas that happen in the garden or the forest. Devata yatane sthitaha, ayatana means abode. Devata yatanam, devatayaha ayatanam, devatanam ayatanam, the abode of gods, which is temple. Sthitaha, if the utpatas happen in the temple. Gonivasa sthitotpataha, if the utpatas that happen in the Gonivasa. Nivasa means place of stay. Gonivasa means the place where cows stay. It is Goshala. If the utpata happens in a Goshala, tattad badhaka uchyate. So, the utpatas happening in house will affect the house. The utpatas happening in the Udyana will affect the Udyana. The utpatas happening in the Devalaya will affect the Devalayam. The utpatas happening in the Gonivasa Sthanam, Goshala, that will affect the Goshala and the cows. Please sit. Yena kena prakarena. Bahudhotpata darshana. Yena kena prakarena means by whatever means. Prakara means yena kena prakarena means you can understand this as a phrase itself. By whatever means. Bahudha utpata darshane. Repeatedly, if the utpatas are seen, what will happen? Rajnyaha pida bhavedashu. Ashu means? That is Asu, Hindi. No. Ashu. You only have to tell what is Ashu. You live with Ashutosha Maharaj. Not easily. Ashu doesn't mean easily. Ashu means immediately. Rajnyaha pida bhavedashu. Immediately it will affect the king. Rajnyaha, for the king. Pida. Pida means pain, daridram, all these things. Inauspiciousness. Pida. Bhavet. Rajnyaha pida bhavet. Ashu bhavet. Immediately it will happen. What will happen to him? Raja va anyopi jayate. Raja va anyaha api jayate. Raja will become somebody else. Means he will no more become a king. He will no more be a king. Means anything else. If the chief minister becomes somebody else, means he is no more a chief minister. Mantri purohito vapi jayatenyo himadrije. Oh, himadrije. What is himadrije? How do you say himadrije? The one who is born in Himalayas. Adri means Adri means mountain. Venkatadri is a Sheshadri, Narayanadri. All these mountains we say, na? Neeladri, Venkatadri, Narayan. The Venkatesha Suprabhatam you hear. So, Mantri Purohito Vapi. The Mantri means minister. Purohita means the Brahmanas, the priest. Or for they also will become somebody else. When it becomes somebody else, it can be they will lose their position or they will become dead. Anything can happen. Anyopi jayate means he becomes something else. Means should not even something else. Something is so inauspicious that you should not even tell. You should not tell. Something will happen. You will tell. That kind of a anyaha should be understood here by Paramashiva telling this. Pure janapade koshe. Pure in the city. Janapade in the Rashtra. Kosha means? No, that is Kashta. What is Kosha? Huh? No, that is Kosha. There is like Annamaya Kosha, all these Pranamaya Kosha, Pancha Kosha, that is Kosha. Kosha and Kosha, two are different. Yes? Can we address something which is related to this topic? Now Paramashiva has listed down the Utpatas specifically. That is why I said, can we talk contextually? Something which Paramashiva speaks. Can we ask some questions regarding especially what Paramashiva speaks here? So, Kosha. What is Kosha? Kosha means treasury. What? Treasury. Kosha means treasury. Pure Janapade Koshe Vahane. Vahane means in the vehicles or in the vehicles like elephants, horse, all these also. Cha Purohite in the Brahmana and the priest. Putre in the son. Cha Atmani in one's own self, in the king's own self. It is with respect to the king. Bhritye. Bhritya means, the word Bhritya comes from the word Bhara. Bharam means weight. Bhritya means the person who carries. Bhritya, the person who carries, means Sevakas, Raja Sevakas are called Bhrityas. Servants of the kingdom are called Bhritya. The one who is carried, how they are called? Bharya. Bharya means wife. She is being shouldered, she is being carried, shouldered by the husband, so she is called Bharya. So here, Bhritye in the servants. Cha bhavetu utpatajam bhayam. The utpata, the bad omens, the effect of the bad omens, the fear which is an effect of the bad omen will happen in any of these people. In the city, in the kingdom, in the treasury, in the animals, and in animals which are used as the vahana, and in the vahanas like ratha, etc., chariot, etc., in the brahmanas, priests, in the sons, children, means in the rajas, the king's son, the princes, in the prince and the princess, on the king own self, on the servants of the king, on any of them the negativity can befall. Tasmat, therefore, Rajna, by the king, Prajapalana Udyuktena, Prajapal, Praja means subjects of the kingdom, the citizens. Palana means Prajapalana. Udyukta means the person who wants to. Udyuktena, by the king who wishes to take care of the citizens. By such a king, specially Visheshataha, Kartavya Isha, Kartavya Yesha, should be done, Yesha, which should be done? This Mahapuja, Yesha Mahapuja, this Mahapuja, Bhakti Yuktena Chetasa, with deep devotion he has to do. What for he should do? Earlier he told Taddosha Shantyartham in the beginning. Taddosha Shantyartham he told in few previous shloka. Now Samrajyalakshmiyaha Tushtyartham, for the pleasing of happiness to be caused for Samrajyalakshmi Devi. Pushtyartham Rashtravasinam. Rashtra means nation. Rashtravasi means citizens of the kingdom, citizens of the country. Rashtravasi-nam. Pushti means nourishment, strengthening, growth. Jana-nam. So for the sake of, earlier you should understand that also, for the shanti of these doshas, for the santosha, for the happiness, for pleasing Devi Samrajyalakshmi, for the nourishment and the growth of the citizens of the country. And fourth, Paramashiva again tells, Jananam Trividhotpata Jata Bhitisha Prashantaye. So, for the Shanti of Prashantaye, for the Shanti of Bhiti. What is Bhiti? Fear. For the fear, what fear? For Shanti of what fear? Utpata Jata, for the fear, for the completion, for the Shanti of the fears that arise. Jata means arise. That arise out of the Utpatas. What kind of Utpatas? Trividhotpatas. 3 types of Utpatas. What are the 3 types of Utpatas? No. We always say Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. What is the 3? Why 3 Shanti? The 3. Yes. Then? No. Adhyatmikam, Adidaivikam, Adibhautikam. For the 3 Shantis. For the disturbances that may happen in the 3 levels. Adhyatmikam, spiritually from one's own inner space. Adhyatmikam, Adidaivikam, by the natural force, by divine beings. Adi Bhautikam, by the natural forces in the three levels for the Utpata, for the dosha, for any of the disturbances that may happen, for the Shanti of such Utpatas of all the people, Jananam, for all the people, and Ayurarogya Siddhartham, Ayuhu, for longevity, for people's longevity, Arogya Siddhartham, for the people's health. Kshemaya, Kshema means Saukhyam, means they happily should live, na? That's Kshema. Vijayaya cha, for the sake of victory or victory and success also. For all these things, he should do the Samrajyalakshmi Devi's Mahapuja. So, with this, the Akasha Bhairava Tantra, Ityakasha Bhairavakhe Tantre, with this, the Akasha Bhairava, the Tantra called the Akasha Bhairava, in that which is called the Mahashaiva Tantra, which is a Mahashaiva Tantra, which is revealed by Paramashiva himself. Samrajyalakshmi Pitikayam, in that scripture, Akasha Bhairava Tantra, in the Samrajyalakshmi Pitika, Samrajyalakshmi Mahapuja Nimittotpata Swarupa Kathanam Nama Dashamaf Patalaha. Thus, it is the 10th chapter of Samrajyalakshmi Pitika's 10th chapter, which is named as Samrajyalakshmi Mahapuja Nimittotpata Swarupa Kathanam. Ye atha ekadashah patalaha Samrajyalakshmi Mahapujartha Mantapa Nirmana Swarupa Kathanam. How to build the mandapam for the sake of the Samrajyalakshmi Devi's Mahapuja. Earlier he told Puja and the Homa. Remember, he told about Ashtahasta Pramanena. He told with the 8 hastas you need to make that is for the Japa and the Homa. Now this is for the Mahapuja. So the Vidhi changes. So Paramashiva in the Ekadasha Patala, the 11th chapter, starts revealing Shri Shivaha Mandaladhipatir Bhupaha Prajapalana Tatparaha Samrajyalakshmya Sarveshi Mahapujarthamanjasa. What Paramashiva tells in this chapter, we'll see in the further sessions by the grace of His Divine Holiness Swamiji. With this, we'll offer our heartfelt gratitude at the feet of Swamiji and conclude this session with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat. Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.